All right, good morning. I'm in my room today, y'all. And y'all can see, as I said, everything bare. I ain't really unpacked. There's that. Y'all can see everything. I ain't unpacked crap. Um, the room is empty and I'm sitting on bed. That tells y'all how empty the room is. I just want to do a quick video update. Last night I put on the, let's see, y'all can see me. Okay, that's better. I'm holding the camera. Let's go around. Last night I put on the YouTube about the hazmat. I got it back on. But one thing I didn't address was, and I think it's a question that kind of come up on the side, is why was I only looking in the state of Arizona for a school? So, for you guys who aren't in trucking yet, this is what I feel about it. Ooh, I brushed my teeth, y'all, and I got toothpaste on my chin. Well, at least y'all know I brushed my teeth, right? This is what I can tell you in reference to why I did choose a company here in Arizona. If you go to a company outside of Arizona, and you can get trucking companies anywhere in the country once you have a CDL. You can put in for all sorts of companies. Like, for example, if later on I decide I want to do a lease trucking thing with KLLM, I could go and put in for them if I pass whatever they ask me to pass. They normally, because they new truck drivers, will send you or set up for you to take a bus to the facility. Now, if y'all ever taken a Greyhound bus, it's not your friend. Used to be back in the day, busing was cool when I grew up as a kid, and grandma and me went on a bus tour. I forgot where we went. And it was cool because everybody dressed up and folks knew how to act. Now, busing, hell, even the airlines, folks crazy as hell. So it's just like nobody has any home training anymore. No decency. So you would have to bus ride out to whatever location you're going to. What I'm going to suggest, if any of you are capable, because I know I got one guy on here who's actually has his own contracting business. If you are capable, I think it's DCI Jams. If you are capable of renting a car or flying, do that and go to those facilities. Also, a lot of times, if you tell whatever trucking company that's what you're going to do, sometimes they'll reimburse you some of your travel back when you get there. I know Pride was going to reimburse me if I rented a car. I went in and took the bus out. But then if you're terminated or something happens during the orientation where you're not hired, like we had a girl, she got through orientation, but I guess some company, she was with a private owner, he called and he ripped her into a butthole. He just talked about it like a dog. And so based on that report, she went in and talked to safety and the head guy, and they basically said they turned her down. So she had to go home. They would not give her a bus ticket home. Basically, she had to find her own way home. And I think we kind of collected some money for her to get home. Because a lot of truckers are coming out there. They coming out with no money. Maybe they've been out of a job for a little bit, or they went local. Maybe I don't know what she's doing before, and then all of a sudden, you don't have no money, so you're coming out with whatever your last dimes are just to survive. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm taking this delay, because I want to make sure I have enough money set aside that if anything goes sideways, I have something where I can, if I have to have money to get back, because I could go out with Swift and all of a sudden they come back a week later and say, hey, we don't want you, or whatever. This is just trucking. Trucking is very cutthroat in that area. That's my only concern about coming back into trucking. I've been lucky that hasn't, knocked on wood, happened to me. Yeah, I've been really lucky. But they can tell you to get off the truck in any place, as long as it's a safe location where you can, get to some kind of transit to get where you need to go. They can kick you off. As long as it's a city where you can get some kind of help to get out, they kick you off in anywhere. I had a cousin who drove, and I forgot, they kicked him off in somewhere in Nebraska somewhere, and my aunt and uncle had to go out and get him. So with trucking, here are some helpful hints. So while I'm talking about this, if you're starting and you can find a local company that does OTR in your area, I suggest going with it. That's a starter. Or if you're coming back in the trucking and you gotta go with it, because you can ride up the street, park your truck, park your car, get out and go to the terminal. The other thing is, oftentimes, if there is an end to that relationship, you might be fortunate enough to get back to the terminal and be able to pick up your vehicle and go. If you're in some other freaking city, state, things go sideways during your orientation or something don't come back the way you want it to go, again, you have that option to go. So if something goes sideways during, let's say I go to Werner if I go to Werner and something goes sideways with Werner, I'm here in Arizona. I can obviously get right out, and I don't have a car right now, but I go right out, walk across the street, and catch a bus, come home, or go up to my cousin's house. I don't have to be concerned with trying to catch a bus, pay $200-$300, try to get home, scrape. I don't have to be concerned. So that was one of the reasons why I chose to go with a local starter company here in the state of Arizona. So, if that was not an option, then yes, I would have went outside, and maybe I would have got more money at another company outside of Arizona. But it made more sense to me to get something local. That was the reason why I chose the route I chose. Now, with that all being said, when you go out, helpful hints, make sure you try to have about $500 or $600 put aside. And that's in case you need to get back if something goes sideways. You and the trainer don't get along. Company says you're off the truck because you have an incident or accident. Whatever, you need to make sure you have enough money to get home. One of the things Trucker Bill told me, which I'm going to do this go around, I didn't have the money to do it last time. He says you need to have $500 to $1,000 put on a credit card. This go round, I'm going to try to do at least $500 on a card. My credit's not great, so I'm going to do a secure credit card. Get that done. Have that on the side sitting. And that is strictly for if something goes sideways and I need to rent a car or get a bus back. I would do a bus if I have to. Hate the bus. But that's, you do what you got to do. Anyway, any questions, y'all put them below. Hopefully this helps somebody out. But that's why I chose something local. If you don't have anything local, then you got to do what you got to do, And you got to go out above that. If you can't get on with your local companies, you may have to go with companies that are outside your state. And they will send you usually a bus ticket, which sometimes don't make any sense because it's cheaper sometimes to fly. But anyway, y'all be blessed. Any questions, put them below.